There we go. Much better. Why is it not fast? TNT, goddammit. Oh, no! I was supposed to have so much more time than this. Genji's killing spree is an absolute banger. Dating sim? Okay. We'll get to all those in a minute. I'm just trying to make it sure that I can go ahead and read chat even when we get to do some other stuff now. PNG text now. Well, it's been PNG the whole time, just I forgot that, obvious this fun stuff. I'll explain that all in a second, I guess. We're almost ready, though. Scoldier theme, please. You know what, Clement? Asking you might receive. I've got it on shuffle. It's entirely possible. I'm one with the dream! Or, I'm one with the dream! Explain the stealth hint? Dang it. I don't know what you're talking about. I got no idea what you're talking about. Oh, dang it. Yeah. Alright, honey, nice. Fight me. Bingo. Okay, I actually have a chat up and running. I can see, and then I can also mod, which is great. Perfect. All right, let's get this party actually started then. Alright everybody, hello and welcome to the Ronimo streaming show, sort of. It's the SlowWolf show today, as we get things up and running for our first official stream back. It's been some time, hello and welcome. This is also my very first time where I'm addressing you guys as a member of the Ronimo team, actually, so that's pretty cool. Add that on to the layer of things that I am addressing you as, I suppose. It's been a crazy time. But it's good to be back, and it's good to see all of you. How are all you folks doing? Why the Ronimo monkey's nipple crosses? You know what? It's best not to ask questions about some of these things, okay? Beardwolf today? Quality banner? Okay, so Beardwolf? Yeah, it's been growing in. I have not shaved since the start of all the quarantines. So as a result, here we are. The quarant beard is a good beard, okay? It works. It works really... It works good. Is that you? Yes, Dr. Malpak. It's me. It me. Hard nips. Yikes. Yo, congrats. Thank you, PK something. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a great deal. Still enjoying Awesomenauts? I'm glad about that, because we are going to go ahead and play some more Awesomenauts in a very short amount of time. We are going to play some Awesomenauts later today, so that's going to absolutely happen. No, I cannot leak the new IP. I can actually still only talk about a couple of little things, but don't worry, after Thursday we'll be able to talk about everything. Thursday's the day. But, yeah. So, for today's show, a couple of things. First off, we got a 3-section kind of show today. First is Meet the Me. So, meet the community manager. If you guys have any questions about me, about what I'm doing here and all that stuff, then great. Then that's something that we'll be able to that I want to talk about. I want to discuss how I'm here, how long I'm here, all that kind of stuff. Whatever you guys have questions about, I want to go ahead and make that known to you guys. So I'm trying to make myself open to you, and we're gonna have that conversation today. After that, we're gonna talk a little bit about what's been going on behind the scenes and everything. If you guys have any questions about the new IP or whatever, we'll have about a 15-minute slot, slated for that. And then afterwards, we're gonna go ahead and do some Awesomenauts. We're gonna go ahead and play some games with all you folks. At least I'm gonna solo queue, and then you guys can queue against me or against whoever, and it should be a good time. All right, so. Who called for me? Oh, Dan, hello. It's been a long time? Yes, Ike, it's been a very long time. It's been a very long time. So, how long are you here for, and what are you doing here? Okay, so, good questions, both of them. The questions that I asked for you guys, so I appreciate that being thrown back at me. It means I'm prepared for them, you see. So, first things first. I'm here as a community manager, and I'm here for a community manager for at least the next 7-month period. If everything goes well, then maybe longer than that. The reason why I'm here is because Ronimo needed a community manager. Particularly after seeing how well things worked out with Neil and having him around as community manager for some time, they realized that if they're going to go ahead and release something new, a new IP, which in this case means intellectual property, which means that it's not Awesomenauts, it's not Swords and Soldiers, it's something brand new. It's a brand new game. If all of that is going according to the plan, they needed to have somebody there to be able to help manage the community. And that's my job. What that means, literally, is I talk to you guys about what they're trying to say, but in a way that hopefully makes sense. And then you speak to me about things that are bothering you, issues with the game, issues with each other, or just like compliments, queries, questions in general. It'll be my job to answer those. When those do happen, then I'm going to go ahead and just shift this camera up a little bit. When that happens, I go ahead and relay that information to the guys at Ronimo, and I'm effectively the filter through which all information now passes. I am the information monger, which makes me all powerful, honestly. Question, what's your favorite extinction event in Earth's history? The one that got rid of the dinosaurs? Because otherwise we probably wouldn't be here. What is the prescription for your lenses? It's a good question. I don't know. It's enough that if I do this, my own preview on the screen over there and over there is blind, and I can't read chat without squinting. So it's definitely not great, but it's something. It's less than other people's prescriptions, at least. I'm not that blind. Gain that SlowWolf clout with the name drop? Of course, Neil. Seriously, I've got big, comfy, warm shoes to fill between you and Davey and stuff, so it's fine. Talk nerdy to me? Caddy, this is a PG-13 good old-fashioned stream here. We don't do that kind of thing. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions and I want them answered immediately. Who's your daddy? What does he do? Uncle Mountain, or Tonton Mountain, or Tauntaun Mountain, depending on how you want to be called. My daddy is my dad, and he does stuff. Honestly, half the reason why I'm partially late is because I ended up having a long-distance chat with him that took a little bit longer than expected earlier this afternoon. So that's part of the reason why I was late, actually. Which Awesomenaut would you smooch first? Great question. I think that the first one that I'd want to smooch, given everybody on the roster, I really feel like Clunk needs a little bit of love. I think that I'd give Clunk a smooch, because although it might be very painful for me in the short term, I have a feeling that would calm him down, you know? He doesn't need to explode all over the place. That helps with his anger management. Maybe he just needs a hug. Where's the Chonker Supreme? The cat is upstairs. While I'm working, the cat is upstairs. Ezio does not come downstairs otherwise, RP. That is some SlowWolf lore for you. Awesomenauts 2? No. It is not Awesomenauts 2. It is not that we have anything against the idea of Awesomenauts 2. But what we do have is a particularly cool idea, and then I know Ronimo spent a lot of time working on this idea. And for what I have seen, it actually looks amazing. There's a lot of cool stuff going on, and I have very precious few details I can give you about it. But it should be a cool time. To quote iRobot, I have limited responses. You have to ask the right questions. Can you play Skulldare in today's stream so everyone can see how good you are with him? Sure, why not? Skull's definitely a color? Oh, for sure. For sure. For sure. Clunk kisses on his ability 1 anyway, so you can make... oh my gosh, BK something. Adorable. Come to think of it, so many knots have overbites. A lot of them have underbites too and stuff, so. Ronimo flavored ice cream? It would have to be Stracciatella. I don't think there's any other good answer. Ever thought of joining a monastery? No. No, I have not. Awesomenauts 3? Good guess! Is it multiplayer? Yes. I can say that. Is this idea as good as Awesomenauts? I think so. Amazing like Soldiers and Soldiers? It is on the same quality of amazing. It is apples and oranges. Why did you decide to become a community manager? Okay, long story short, I was sitting here in the basement, doing what I'm doing. Ronimo ends up asking me whether or not I'd be interested in the job. I said yes. So I applied, went through all the processes, and I ended up with the job. And I am thrilled to be here, actually. This is kind of exactly what I needed. And I hope that what I needed is also just as good as what Ronimo needed at the time. If so, then hey, this could go on for some time, which would be excellent. Will it be co-op or PvP? I cannot give an answer to that question. My answers are limited. You must ask the right questions. Is this your only job now? Yes! Actually, this is my only job now. The other job I had actually dried up as soon as the pandemic hit. It was a education-based job. I was working as a invigilator. It's a fancy way of saying I made sure that people did their tests and didn't cheat. But, or I was effectively adult supervision when teachers needed it. But that was a very part-time job in the first place, and with it going the way that it was going, and in particular with the pandemic when it completely shut down, yeah, this is now my only job for sure. I mean, I do also have a couple of commissions for painting miniatures lined up, but that's neither here nor there. I guess that's sort of a me thing, and I suppose for the next 5 or so odd minutes, we can go ahead and ask questions about that if you want. Peer-to-peer? I can't answer that question. Neil did a series on the streaming show, which was him to League One series. He never came far. Can you try to do something like that too? I mean, I suppose I could give it a shot, but this is some genie crap. Must ask the right questions. Look, I'm programmed by Robin and Jasper to specifically say certain answers at this point. You must ask the right questions. What happened to truck driving? So, there is... Rilla 10th knots? Not quite. Will the new IP have a SlowWolf announcer? I can say that no, it does not. So, what happened to truck driving? Truck driving, I ended up having my driver's license lapse midway through that job, and as a result, they let me go. Not like, fired, like, you suck, but it was like, we can't employ you as a driver anymore. So I stopped it. I was also having a really bad time with it, honestly. I was not having a good time with that job. It was not my thing. Would you play with me and my friends? I'll play with anybody who I queue with at this point. Let's see. Would you play with me and crush my friends? Probably not. Unless if you queue with me and you randomly boost up with me, so that's the thing. You do commission painting for 40k? Not much. I'm not very good at it, though. Speak more slowly, please. I will do my best. I'm sorry, I'm just very excited. When I get excited, my SlowWolf moniker tends to drop off. I thought they were all yours. Not all. There are a couple of models back there that I'm painting and building for a friend of mine. Or two. Reset leaderboards. Okay, you know what? We can go ahead and ask that question for sure. So, reset leaderboards. Are we going to? At the moment, I'm still taking feedback. There are a lot of people that have said a lot of stuff on both sides, which sounds awful. What I'm trying to say is, there is a chunk of the community that has said that we want leaderboard resets. There's another chunk of the community that said that they don't. I'm currently weighing up the differences between the two, and I'm thinking that yes, leaderboard resets are going to be needed. Also, hi Inky Cat, thank you for the follow. But we're going to also need to think about how that's going to impact the player base we currently have. As it stands right now, we have a very strong core of players, all kind of vying for some top spots. And the instant that we reset the leaderboards, it's going to be a little bananas for a couple of weeks. But at the same time, without resetting the leaderboards, it becomes stale, and that's no good either. We want to make sure that people are facing off against different people as often as possible in order to either improve or disprove and all that stuff. So, leaderboard resets are probably on the horizon. I'm not sure when, but soon. Do you like eggs? Yes. Which era is the story set? Time. I can tell you that it's fiction. So it's fictional, whatever it is. Round of games. Any dates? I don't know. I might have some upstairs, but I haven't bothered to eat them. I'm not big on dates. If you're talking about dates in terms of when stuff is getting announced or set out and all that stuff, Thursday. I'm not sure about what time yet. But Thursday will be the big announcement as to what all this is. Everything will be revealed this Thursday, so in 2 days from now. Keep your eyes peeled. How much does the logo give away about the game, and have we missed some details about the logo? Good questions. Those are ones I can't answer. So the logo is actually surprisingly lore-dense, if anything. But without the lore, I don't think you're getting much. There are a couple of other hints in the background, more or less, of what it could be, but to be able to extrapolate from that would be exceptionally difficult for right now. I also have dropped another couple of teeny tiny hints here and there. He confirmed it. He already got turned into a hologram. What? What are the right questions? You must ask them. Anime? I don't tend to anime very often. Is it a Steam game? Yes. It will be on Steam. Beautiful Ronimo in the new IP? Yes. It is definitely all Ronimo style. It is their thing from top to bottom. Mind you, it is definitely a culmination of a lot of the experience that they had working on Awesomenauts and Swords and Soldiers and Swords and Soldiers 2. So this is a really developed form of what Ronimo can do. As a person that's really big into art, really big into music and all that stuff, I'm very impressed already with it. So that's something worth considering, I guess. Is Awesomenauts still in development? Okay, let's go ahead and lay this on the line. I've said this on Twitter. I've said this on Facebook. I've said this on the Discord. I'll say this again. Ronimo is currently keeping Awesomenauts in maintenance mode. This means a couple of things. One, Galactron is going to continue to be fed. As long as Galactron gets fed, matches can continue to happen. So he's getting out for walks, he's doing his exercises, he's doing well in the quarantine. The other thing is that at the moment, there's no new content being currently developed for Awesomenauts. And the reason why is because all that development time is being put into this new game. This is really important because if they didn't put all this into the new game, then it just wouldn't work. The new game has a lot of big ideas going on, and it has some new territory that Ronimo hasn't really crossed yet in a lot of respects. It needs that time. And in order to make it the best game that we can make it, from our perspective, the best game that we want it to be, the game that we want it to be, really, that needs that time. So at the moment, Awesomenauts maintenance mode, new game development mode. I hope that's clear. And I hope that it conveys that we still don't want Awesomenauts, we're not shutting it down anytime soon. As long as we can keep Galactron fed, we will. It's important. So, that's why. Are you releasing info today? I mean, some of the stuff I've done already has been a release of info. What are the Earth's defense systems? We've got viruses and an ozone layer. SlowWolf, what is going on in your life, man? How are you dealing with quarantine? Ike, I'm glad that you asked those kinds of questions. It shows that you care. At the same time, I'm doing fine. And I don't want to get into too many details about how I'm doing in the quarantine, but suffice to say my family has either been okay or has been perfectly healthy the whole time. So that's all good. Is it a 2D online MOBA that has awesome art and gameplay that has characters with various skills? You must ask me the right questions. Raffle site! So, I have not yet figured out how to do Raffle site, but that is the next project. Starting next week, I'm hoping to be able to have a proper weekly streamy show again with raffles and the raffle site and all that good stuff. So, at that moment in time, I'm hoping that everything will be working. But for this show right now, I don't have a raffle site. Yet. But next week. And there'll be skins and everything. It'll be right back to the way it was. In a lot of respects. Not all of them, mind you. We're still stuck in my basement. You get the idea. Are these emotes warped to anybody else? Roboscope gave me. Who's your favorite Bataku member and why is it Naza and not me? That's not fair, Seraph. Look, I loved all of Bataku. But yes, you and Naza ended up taking, top marks. I still really like Frail and Varna, though. The two of them are, you don't want to play with Wolf if you play School Leader? This is true. Except for Dan has, a end of the world, I want to make sure that this happens. Schmendrick Schmuck, hello! SteamWorld Crunk? No. If you can answer about the game, controller or keyboard and mouse? Both. It's up to you. Nice shelves. Thanks. It's been over a year. Yes, it has been. Don. Rocks on. Don't think I can't read backwards. I've learned this time. But yes, that's the thing. Unranked or non-leaderboards mode? Not happening. In order to make everything work in Awesomenauts right now, without breaking it completely, we need to keep a leaderboard in place. So, and because it's a small enough, group right now playing the game, yeah, you kind of need to... It's just... You need to just have ranked. And I think that the main thing there is that we kind of need to shift the attitude from, oh, my rank isn't high enough, I suck, to being, who cares? And just have fun with the game. The idea behind the ranking was just to try to create as evenly matched a matchmaking as possible. When people make a lot of racing alts and everything to get to the top of leaderboards, that's their idea of fun. I wish there was a reset leaderboard button, like a reset, like, my ranking button that you could do, or like a New Game Plus or Prestige button, like back in the day. So that way an individual person could go ahead and, like, be like, oh, okay, I'm going to try to get this character up to, like, rank whatever I can make it, and then go from there. But as it stands right now, we have account ranking. It's the best we can do. What are the difference in leaderboard resets? So, what I'm talking about is, like, individual resets, which would kind of mess with things anyway, but would get rid of the need for an alt. The global-based reset is something that we're still strongly considering and will probably do in the very near future. Because of the fact that it would just shake things up a little bit, and shaking things up once every 3 months or so seems to be the current consensus in terms of a good idea. Awesomenauts is non-fiction. I'm not so sure about that. Why Ronimo made you announcer? Because I've got a sweet voice, and because I shouted at the game for like 6-7 years before it happened. Will the new game have a lot of new soundtrack? I can confirm that the new game will have new original music. And I can leak that it is Sonic Picnic that is working on it, I think. In good conscience. That doesn't tell you guys anything. That said, I can't tell you what kind of music, I can't tell you how it's managed, or anything else. Will it be announced as a stream? The game? Yes. Are there going to be dragons? I cannot answer that question. When will we be able to play the new game? I can't answer that question immediately, but I can give you all those answers on Thursday. Can we see the new logo? Yes. The logo is... Hold on. Where'd it go? If I get rid of my face, will it show the logo? It does not want to show the logo. Okay, well in that case then, hold on. Media source, I'd like to go ahead and add a source. I'd like to go ahead and add on this one, please. And then I would like to go ahead and... it's not working. That's fine. You know what? I'll show you guys the logo another time, but you can always check out the Discord, actually. There is an image in the Discord, as it is already. So, that's the thing. Will my NDA be lifted after that announcement? Yes, for most of it. Until then, Clement, you are to behave. How's it working with Devolver? As far as I can tell, Devolver's been nothing but super, super nice to work with over the course of the time that the developers have been working with them. Over the past week and a couple of days that I've been working with them, they seem dope. I've only really talked to like 1 or 2 people, but it's been, it's been fun. And it's been really exciting at the very least, because I can't wait to see what happens next. A SlowWolf game? Ha! Game Boy Color port? No. Is it coming to the Nintendo Switch? I don't know that one, actually. I'm in the dark on that one right now. I believe that I've answered that one, that question, Boy Calaz. Is Sonic Picnic working on the music for the new game? Yes. Ronimo has had a really good relationship with Sonic Picnic. We are looking to continue that one because they've been excellent with us so far. You didn't plug in the Discord today. You know what, Blatoy? I'm going to go ahead and designate you as the official hype man for this particular stream right now. There's a possibility for Knots updates after the new game is released. It is possible, but I wouldn't count on it for some time. The game is currently slated for a decent amount of development time, and while it's being developed, the vast majority of our development time is obviously going into that. Like, Awesomenauts is already a solid game as is. It doesn't need much more, it doesn't need development time to be much better than it already is, we think. It's in a good spot, and we're just keeping it right where it is, and as a result of that. Wish Awesomenauts was the Fortnite of today? Yeah, who does? Kuhn's gonna ban me? Oh, that's not nice. Why doesn't Ronimo ban speed hackers over the weekend? Because they have lives, my friend. They need to, like, not work some days. Dawn. They need weekends, Dawn. What is the genre of the new game? I cannot answer that question right yet. Hey, Kuhn, sword me? Not happening. Who's your favorite Bandicoot? Oh, I've already been there. Paint Night is what is happening. Paint Night will happen on Thursday on my stream. But that's I'm not plugging that here and now, okay? We have 170 viewers. They are here for Ronimo, not for SlowWolf. We need raffle. Inky, I promise we can get raffle up and running by next week. Just not today. Wolf, you should have SlowWolf announcers the codes to give away. That would be really cool, actually. I'd be down for that. How do I say SlowWolf in Dutch? I actually don't know off the top of my head. I've got no idea. Maybe he just moves slow? You know what? That's a good point, Kun. But we also know that I kind of became, like, mini-famous for a minute when, during the first Awesome Cup, I ended up doing some announcing for that, and there was a moment where Forecourt could not cast the game. Oh, no, it wasn't Awesome Cup. It was the Invitational before that. And there was a moment where I had to solo cast with, and there was like a gnaw on the game and all that stuff, and I was going a million miles a minute. It was a bit much. Will the game be out on other platforms other than Steam? At the moment, I don't know, and I can't answer that question definitely right now. So, the game will definitely release within 100 years from now. Thank you, Kun. I appreciate you giving me the benefit there. Main character is a sword which possesses characters and keeps getting picked up by random NPCs. That would be dope, actually. And that's actually a really good segue for our next section, but we're going to get that in a second. I'm going to go ahead and finish off the last list of questions here. Can't wait to play it when 128. You're only 28? God damn it, TMT. Is the new game free to play? I can't answer that question right now. Because I literally just don't know the answer. Maintenance mode is that the servers will keep working, Galactron will be kept happy, but there won't be any new stuff developed. Correct. There will also be banners, and, like, cheaters and all that stuff. Bans will continue to be rolled out regularly on a regular basis. That all matters much. What about the influx of toxic players and knots? So the most you can do for that right now is block and report. That will help a lot. The in-game blocking tool does do a lot of work, and the reporting does help. But yeah, definitely do those as soon as you can. I also advise that if you're not enjoying the community within games and stuff like that, and you'd rather just play with your friends or just play the game for fun, it is worth it to just block general chat. That said, there's a lot of good community members, and like community is really quite strong in our Discord. So check that out, and there is a voice chat and everything there as well. There are voice chat rooms available in the Ronimo Discord. Please do check that out. Discord.gg/Ronimo. We'll get you there, no problemo. Any artists working on the project we might be familiar with? All the artists at Ronimo Games. So we got Kun, we got Ralph, we got Heiss, we got Tim. All the artists that are Ronimo Games that have been working at Ronimo Games are continuing to work on this one in terms of art. I know that the sound design and music is being done by Sonic Picnic, and I think that that's a pretty safe thing to be able to say. So get hype, because the music for it is already really good, and fits the game excellently. And then past that, I mean, you got your usual coders, and Yoast is, you know, toasty, sitting down, doing his thing. You got everything, like, everything's going the way it's supposed to be going right now. I don't have ping permissions, though. Fair enough. Nothing. Excellent. They check it once a week. This is true. Our future streaming show is going to be streamed around the same time each week. I'm debating whether to do it Tuesdays or whether to do it Wednesdays at the moment. But yes, I'm trying to come up with a regular schedule for it as often as I possibly can. Let's go ahead and do this for like another maximum 5 minutes. There are lots of questions, but I want to get to the point where we're starting to talk about stuff and play some games maybe. But if this keeps on being just questions and people want this, then sure. You know what? We'll roll with it. SlowWolf works for Ronimo now. Yeah, I am now the community manager at Ronimo Games. It's an official title with an official position at officially the company. It's a thing. Apparently I can't manage my hair. I just looked at the preview. It looks rough. Who would win in a fight between 4 Shaquille O'Neals in his prime or 1 gorilla? It depends. There's a weird gorilla from D&D with 4 arms. Will the new game have gold duck icons? I'm pretty sure I can say no on that one. How many questions do you know? How many questions do you know? Could X beat 3 lions in a fight? Probably. He can fly. It's an unfair advantage, really. He probably wouldn't beat them, though. He'd just fly away from them, because he's X. He's an environmentalist at heart. Does Kickstarter again? No, there's no plans for a Kickstarter right now. Man, just a combination that's not an FPS would make me hyped for the game. It would, wouldn't it? It would, wouldn't it? Answers on Thursday. Will we get the SlowWolf narrator in the new game? Nope. Although I bet you I could do a pretty good, narrator for it if I was given the chance. But I can't even give you a test of what it might sound like because they'll give it away. More questions. Okay, fine. 3 beans, please. I can't give you beans. Will new game come with skin promotion and knots like SNS 1 and 2? I don't know. As it stands right now, I've got no clue. I can't see that far in the future yet. When will the next Knots LAN event be, following the success of First Look in 2015? Edster, my dude. I wish. I wish so bad. That was a lot of fun. I missed seeing you at that. Like, that event was super fun. And I can't, like, actually, that's one thing that I am looking forward to, is, if the pandemic restrictions lift enough, I will be able to go to, Ronimo HQ at some point, so that'll be really cool to meet some people over there. Did you pee a little when you got this job? I mean, I pee every day, so I guess. What if it's Harambe? Yeesh, Neil, I've got no idea. Harambe apparently does not go down easy, but when he does go down, he goes down hard. If I'm an Awesomenauts player from a long time ago who moved on to other MOBAs, is the game likely to appeal to someone like myself who had a lapsing interest in Awesomenauts, i.e. different enough? Yes. What are the chances they bring over Not to the new game? Low. You need to... Low to non-existent. You need to update your profile, Wolf. Needs a man bun. True. Is the game co-op or competitive? I can't answer that question. You have to ask the right questions. Inky Cat. Praise. Dang it! No. What if Thursday never happens? Thursday will happen. Unless if the planet explodes, which is possible. To Yira Whiteout any update? So, I'm sorry if that came off as a little bit much. But I understand what you're trying to say. 2 years, whiteout, without any updates. So, yeah, it's been 2 years. It's been a while. The reason why? Because people were developing things. There wasn't really a need for a community manager at the time. Now that we're at the point where we're coming close to, you know, showing things off and releasing stuff, yeah, we needed a community, like, Ronimo needed a community manager. I'm glad that they picked me. Don't get me wrong. Me here is, like, awesome. It's a noise. But at the same time, I don't know what to tell you. Here's all the updates. If you have questions, ask them now. Can you invite me there as well, Wolf? Clement, you live in the country. You can go nuts. Is the new game going to be competitive? I can't answer that question. You have to ask the right questions. And yeah, Log, no worries. Glad that I could go ahead and confirm that for you right here, right now. Translation to other languages is not done as bad as in Awesomenauts. Look, it's done as well as we can manage it. We still rely on external sources for helping us with a lot of the translations. I can confirm that there will be full audio and everything for English, and then for every other language there should be full translations for written. So that should work. But yeah, let's see. Wicked, awesome. Wicked Coco. Look, it's a skin. I prefer, out of all the skins, the cyber, like the koala Coco. That one's nice. Which Awesomenauts characters can beat Yost in a fight? 0 of them. He's their god. Is the game single player? No. I can say that it's not a single player game. Are you single? No. Could we do some Knots International tournaments? I missed those. I was too young to participate. Well, I do know that there's a tournament that's happening. Currently, Jumbo's in charge of making that one run. If you go to the competitive side of the Awesomenauts Discord, it is right there. Does maintenance mode for Awesomenauts include balance patches? No. Balance patches includes going into the code and developing things. Cat hair everywhere, by the way. So, at the moment, no. We're not really changing the balance of the game as of right now. What's Mr. Mackey been up to? No clue. But if he makes more music, that'd be dope. Is it a card game? I cannot answer that question. You have to ask me the right questions. I hate that meme. You mean the noise one? I like the noise one. It's right on the money. What are the right questions? The right questions. Can you say the right questions to ask? I don't know. Can I? Will it run on low-end hardware? It runs on my computer. So, yes-ish. How excited is the team to be at a stage where they can get you to hype it up? Very. Is it a phone game? No. It's Ronimo, so we'll have Dutch, of course. I mean, you'd hope so. Will a VR headset elevate my level to play Xenia? Go nuts. Give it a shot. Is cereal soup? Yes. He has a cat, so he's not single? Oh, Clement. ADMS. Admins have access to champion win rates to balance him? Balance who? Well, if you guys need TBR translation, you guys have my contact information. Yes, RP, I know we do. Will the game have a campaign mode? Can't answer that question. What would be the right question? I don't know. You should try asking it. Does maintenance include fixing glitches? It depends on the glitch. There are some glitches that we know about that we can't easily fix without really developing some serious dev time to it that we can't right now. So, yeah. Best Knots video? Mine. Definitely mine. Why is Snork Gunk a harasser? Because they mislabeled it. Will it be 3v3? I can't answer that question. Any chance Awesomenauts servers will improve matchmaking times and lag and whatnot? So, Hucknar, as it stands right now, Galactron, the way that it works is not that you queue up and you have to wait 7 minutes because of, you know, fun reasons. The reason why is because Galactron spends those 7 minutes pairing people up the entire time, and once the timer runs out, he's like, okay, I've made these games, and ships them off. And then he starts taking the next batch of people who are queuing and stacks them together like Legos. So, effectively, Galactron spends 8-minute periods, or 7-minute periods, or 6-minute periods, depending on how many people are up and online, or even less. Like, back when Free-to-Play first was announced, it came out, and there were 1,000 concurrent players, it took all of 1.5 minutes, not even. And at that point, it would just take those players, stuff them into games over the course of those over the course of that time, 8 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, it doesn't matter. And then as soon as that timer reaches 0, ships off the games. So that's why the timers sometimes seem extremely long and other times seem fine. It is the best system, I think, for the current situation that Awesomenauts is in, where we have a concurrent player base that is, a couple hundred people, if not more, every time. It works well enough. If we were to do it any other way, you'd have frequent games with bots in them, and that's just no good for anybody. So, that's currently where we sit. Which then brings us back to your question. Matchmaking times and lag and whatnot. Right now, Awesomenauts servers are literally you and your computers. It's a peer-to-peer game. So based off of your internet compared to everybody else's internet, you're going to get better ping times and everything else. Galactron literally just pairs you together. Which, has benefits, because it means that maintaining Awesomenauts is not costly, really, compared to, say, maintaining Dota 2, where you have a bunch of independent servers all over the place. To change that would require not only a ton of money, but a whole rejigging of the code that isn't going to happen. If you want more details about this, I know that Yoast put it on his dev blog, explaining literally all of this at some point. If you're really interested in the technical aspects of why it is currently where it's sitting where it is, and why it's not really going to change anytime soon, check out those blog posts. I'll see if I can find the links and post them somewhere into the Ronimo Discord after the stream is done. Do you own any physical Awesomenauts merchandise? Yes! I have a picture over there of Froggy G's swimsuit Swim Master. I've got a Clunk figurine there. I've got a Starstorm poster there. And then I've got 2 t-shirts from the Starstorm Kickstarter backing campaign. So that was fun. What is the new IP called? I cannot answer that question. How's the pandemic affecting how you feel about the game reveal? Honestly, because I've been stuck inside for 2 months, really, I've been losing my mind. In French, we'd say, je perds ma boule. It's going bananas over here. And as a result, being able to hype this up and being able to talk about it is easy to do. Because I'm talking to people, you see. It makes it very simple to just kind of go like, wah! And go nuts. Yeah. It's good. That's how it's affected it. Are you expecting more people to give it a shot to being stuck at home, or is it negatively affecting development? So, development has gone on relatively well, having to work from home and everything else. The Ronimo offices have been bare. I believe today the HR manager was able to go in and, work a little bit on her own, so that's good. But everybody else has been at home the whole time. And, yeah, it's not been, it's been crazy. But, Ronimo's managed to actually do a really good job of it. There've been, a lot of social meetings and stuff like that online to try to, alleviate stress and all that stuff. So, that's been good. As far as people playing it, I hope that the quarantine isn't the reason why everybody plays it or anything, but I do hope that a lot of people play it if they've got the spare time. How many buttons do you need to play it? A few. Is not in the new game. Nah sucks. There is no nah. Is mayonnaise an instrument? No. Will you answer this question? Yes. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Yes. Will the game have gameplay? Yes. Is ketchup a soup? No. Is there more are there? Grammar. Are there more things coming than this new game? So yeah, can you say something about it? I've said what I can so far about it, but there are more things coming, and on Thursday all will be revealed. Is love real? Yes. I just want Froggy G's tornado glitch to be fixed. Okay. Is this a co-op game, or is it an FFA arena style? I cannot answer that question. You have to ask the right questions. Nah should be in the new game. No. It's a new IP. No Awesomenauts. Is ketchup a smoothie? Yes. How excited should a Knots player be about the Tuesday's information in the game itself, and what would be the weirdest thing to be looking for which you can disclose? The weirdest thing to be looking for that I can disclose? I don't know. I can't answer that question. As far as should a Knots player be excited about the Tuesday's information / Thursday's information? Thursdays, yes. Tuesdays, I don't know. Maybe. I hope so. Let's see. Is a bullet shot piercing the logo? You look at it and you tell me. Was Valentina ever given development time? I don't know what a Valentina is. Can you add more custom maps to Brawls and Knots? Eventually, yes. Lol, Snork mislabeled? Pretty much. Can we add Brawl to Knots? But we have Brawls. They're every weekend. If you want a shorter Knots queue, just invite all your friends? Yes. Boy Slack. I don't know if I asked this, but here's a link explaining Knots matchmaking. Perfect. Thank you, Boy Kalas. If you need Russian translation, you also know my contacts. Excellent. Thank you, my friend. Will the new IP be moddable? I don't know. Viewers, where are the right questions? SlowWolf, in the direction of right questions. Correct. Does Snork being labeled as a harasser count as a glitch? Sure. How long is the matches of the new game? Will it be around 20 minutes? I can't answer that question. Aha. So Knots matchmaking is like Tinder. Yes! Are the Knots games today going to have voice components? What? Blatoya is the best Snork glitch he really wants fixed. Is it his name? Is it his type? You got a lot of merchandise? Cool, I got some. Anywhere I can buy Awesomenauts swag? Ask Clement. He knows where to find it. Can confirm that not having people to physically talk to each other makes communication really hard and janky when we all miss each other, but we try to work around the circumstances like everyone else. Thanks, Kuhn. I appreciate that I wasn't holistically wrong in my assumption of everything. I think we all want a room tour, Wolfie. Not today. Is the new game much like... I promise you, today's a bad idea. Is the new game much like Enter the Gungeon, but with more medieval? I cannot answer that question. You have to ask the right questions. Will the Ronimo forums ever return? Okay, good question. So, will the Ronimo forums ever return? We plan to. As hopefully most of us know, the old forums got hacked and we had to blow them up in order to stop the infection from going any further. With that said, we do plan on having another forum up and running for all of the Ronimo properties. This includes Swords and Soldiers, Awesomenauts, and whatever 11 question marks is. So, at this point, nothing yet. But we do want to have forums up and running. Hopefully those will be up soon, and hopefully all the nuttiness that we all know and love from the forums, including the crazy Mafia games, the silly memes like the Froggos, and everything else will be back and at it. If you missed the forums, though, I can highly recommend the Dancing Frog video from way back when. Music was dope, too. Cat Groove by Power Off Stellar was a sick time. Is Times for Nibs theme? I mean, it might show up at some point, but it might, it's on random right now. Are we going to get some Awesomenauts skin sales soon? I think so. Is cereal a cold soup? Yes. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. What time is the reveal on Thursday? I actually don't remember off the top of my head. Should Blastoise play less Overwatch? Yes. Are the Awesomenauts socialists? Some? Are you going to reveal it on stream? Yes. Maybe? Probably. I don't know. There is a big reveal, and we can definitely have a talk about it. If there's enough demand for a stream to talk about it, then yes. Hope there won't be an XP system in the new IP. I cannot answer that question at all either. Some of them. Okay. I expect all the X is X a Y to come from Neil? Pretty much. Is there a diverse-minded group? They're a diverse-minded group? Yeah, I mean, all the Awesomenauts are, for sure. We'll have droid shields, obviously. Oh, yeah, for sure. What is something you want to disclose but haven't been asked yet? Nice. Did someone say Overwatch? Someone did. SlowWolf, are you moving to the Netherlands? Not right now. With good reason. But, given time, yes. I expect that I will be there for some period of time at some point in the future. Because I would like to be. And also because it would be helpful. What's the chance to take off the leveling system? The Money Solar system was original, beautiful, and perfect. So, there's a couple of things. We changed the leveling system because of a need to deal with the solar system being too snowbally at the time. Since then, I've gotten some feedback, and I think that it would be fun to, just once, try putting in a brawl where it's all like old school mode. All the Awesomenauts as is, but the leveling system is gone. And admittedly, it would be hard to go all the way back to old school, because there are some things in the old school that just aren't the way that they used to be. For instance, do you guys remember the loadout screen? There used to be a loadout screen where you had to pick the 12 upgrades you'd have access to throughout the whole game, instead of the 24 that you have access to now. So, yeah, good times. I love Overwatch. I mean, it's a game. It's pretty good. I can't play it, though. It takes too much of my computer to run. If Snork is an harasser, what is he? Nuker. You're wrong, and there's zero chance of it disappearing. Good. Are we going to be talking to each other in today's games? Oh, I understand. Maybe? Maybe not. Probably not. I'm probably just going to go ahead and hop on and solo queue for right now. Holy crap, we've been talking, by the way, for 50 minutes. I've been doing this non-stop. My cringe posting history is gone. Vic Taco Bell, consider that a small blessing. What memes will rise from it? No idea. Name is actually Elvin question marks? Sure. My Minecraft account gets hacked because of forums? Oh, well, I mean, we told you. Does the 11 question marks include the spaces? I can't answer that question. Is the new IP suitable for tournaments? I can't answer that question. There's also a Discord. Check that out. Can you remove nibs from Awesomenauts? No. Can Scoldier's legs return before the forums are fully restored? No. Their legs are already there. He's short-legged, okay? He's ligamently challenged at the moment and cannot use his legs. There are enough old SlowWolf team members around here to have a reunion? Maybe. Yes, Blastoy, quit Overwatch? No! Rip Blastoy Overwatch games? Overwatch is a TF2 clone? I mean, well, I'm not here to talk about that. We have here a rare opportunity in which I could abuse my powers to ban Neil while he can't do anything about it. RP, don't do it. It's mean. What is your favorite knot, design-wise? Ooh, good question. I think out of the bunch, I really like Dizzy. I think that Deadlift is a lot of fun. Like, honestly, all the knots have a lot of good design, specifically all the earlier knots. I'd say up to and including the overdrive knots, I have nothing but straight A's to give. With the later developed knots, it ended up being like there was a lot of overlap. So Gunk is very similar to Swiggins, and Dizzy's really close to some other characters and stuff. But they were all well designed. It's just that I feel like design space kind of ended up starting to feel a little bit cramped by then, and that would have made things difficult for sure. That's just me. I won the Kahoot thing and the figurine. Nice, RP. Will Sonic Picnic also make the soundtrack for the new game? I have confirmed earlier, Sonic Picnic is indeed working with us on the sound for the new game. I will not tell you what type of music they're working on. That's important. Bring back the artworks, please. You know what? That's a great point. It's in there. It's hidden, mind you, in the upper left menu. So if you go to the main menu, there's like an artworks thing. You can click on that and see a bunch of the older artworks. But it would be nice to kind of, like, it would be cool to have a repository for all that. Maybe we can put together Discord for all, Discord channel for literally just images that people can browse. Remember when Rage gave lifesteal? Good times. I miss Solar Tree? I don't. Has it been 5 minutes yet? Yes. Don't ban me. We'll do our best. Can you remove Sentry from Awesomenauts? Nope. Cat Durple Meadow was the bomb. I remember that. Kitty Cannon for sure. The Catling gun was a good time. We all know that Unicorn Nibs is the best design. Not true. Clown music. Don't touch me. Playing Yuri gave me Corona. Star Platinum. Rude. Also, you're really good at Yuri. Stop that. Can you start playing Nuts? Yes. Do you like Fudge? Yes. Music is important for a rhythm game. Oh, music is important. Is it a rhythm game? I cannot answer that question. Can you remove Awesomenauts from Awesomenauts? No. And let's get playing some games. So... So not only did we talk about me, we had a lot of questions about everything else. The next time we do a stream, we'll go ahead and laugh about all the different things that you guys got wrong about guessing what the game could possibly be. I'm going to go ahead and compile all my favorites, so please go ahead and tweet to @RonimoGames and talk to me on Discord about all the different things that you think the game could be. I want to go ahead and compile them so that we can all have a good laugh about them later on down the line. Let's go ahead and play some Awesomenauts. It's time. It's time for the knots to happen. I'm very much looking forward to this. While we're waiting for knots to load up, is this stream a blitz? No. Is my mouth a blitz? Yes. I didn't make the wiki though, Neil. I mean, you didn't make the wiki, but you certainly updated it a lot. I actually have... Oh no! Get better! Please get better. And self-isolate. For like 3 weeks. Do not leave your house. Can I answer one more question? Yes. Is that game Half-Life 3? No, we're not playing Half-Life 3. We're playing other stuff. We're playing Awesomenauts this year. It's clearly a Ronimo expanded universe dating system? How did you know? Face me in my Brazilian lag. No. I need to play with Skull. No. Please, no. What I will do is I will go ahead and set up a point system so that way people that watch the stream can go ahead and force me to random characters and other such things while we're streaming Awesomenauts in the future. We have no restrictions in Russia already. That's maybe a bad thing, judging by the news that I've been getting. But you know what? This isn't about politics today, so we're not going to talk about that right now. Is SlowWolf posting again on YouTube? No, not yet. I want to, but for personal videos, I have not been making videos that I am happy with. Every time I've tried to make a video, I've sat down, I've been like, it's garbage, and I've tossed it out. I should probably just upload them anyway, but the kind of videos I want to make are not those videos, and we can talk about that later on one of my streams over at twitch.tv/SlowWolf another time. For right now, this is an Awesomenauts/Ronimo stream. We're not talking about me today. Stop it. Ah! Let's go. If you guys want to go ahead and play against me, go ahead and queue up right about now. Can you subscribe to Yellow Nuts? I can. Ronimo might not. I love how enthusiastically he read the skull question. Channel rewards? I mean, yes, please. That's the idea. It's been a couple of years since this Twitch channel's had the dust blown off of it. No, Clement! You have to queue against me! Until I develop a way to get a queuing system. I will eventually have a queue lineup for this kind of thing. So when I play with people, I can queue them up. But as it stands right now, I can't fairly do that. So right now I'm letting random chance do it, okay? Do you mind if I ask you a few questions in your Discord? No, not at all. Please. While you are in Discord, please send me as many DMs as you want. Like, if you go to the Ronimo Discord, and then you start trying to look for me and you find me, you can send me messages. Please send me messages. My job is literally to answer questions and talk with you guys. I'm being paid to talk to you guys, so please do so. I'm okay with that. If I get annoyed or bored, I'll make sure to tell you because, you know, I respect your authority. Link to his Twitch, twitch.tv/SlowWolf. You do not need to worry about that. Let matchmaking God save the SlowWolf? Please no. Can we remove? Nah, I can't. I want to play with you, Wolf. Try it. We can't see his next round time. It's 4 minutes. It's 4 minutes right now. Can you play Skull? I can. Will I? Yeah. Will you marry me? No. 7-minute wait time. Yeah, I mean that's how this guy works, really. Speaking of music, by the way, let's put it back on, shall we? Let's amp it up a little bit. There we go. How are you planning to fill the boots Neil left you? With a lot of towels, paper towels, cushions, something. They're big, roomy, comfortable boots. He left me, so it's gonna take me a little bit of work to actually fill them in. Boggles Binted? What? When I play with you, Wolf? I don't know. Are you allowed to give the awesome scoop skin to people that get from streams? I don't have the ability to do that all right now, right yet. And the reason why is because I'm a dum-dum. Largely because it takes a little bit of work to set the stream up and everything, and I just have not spent the amount of time that I should be spending on the stream to get everything running for today. However, I can promise that by next week I will have Raffle Site up and running. I will be able to give away Roboscoops and other skins as well. So when that time comes, sweet. And I'm hoping to have another show, if not next Tuesday, then next Wednesday. And get back to having Wednesday streamy shows, so that way I have to change less things on the channel, which allows me to be lazy, which is, like, nice. Show the fan art. He left Ray's boots. That's why they're so big. I'm kidding. They would be very petite. I would not be able to fit my shoes in Ray's boots, is my guess. What are your favorite Knots characters? Judging by my Knots collection, I really like Scoop, and Lone Star, and Ulip, and Max, and Sentry, and Dizzy, and Voltar, and Clunk. And Froggy. And Deadlift, and Smiles. And Vinny. And Rocco. And Ix. And Ray. Did I say Ray yet? Anyway, those characters for the most part. But a lot of them. Nail has big feet, confirmed? Yes. Any chance of radical style stuff returning? Community meetups and such? I'd love to. I know that when I go to the Netherlands, where there's a good chunk of the where there's a smaller geography for which people they can cross town and everything. I'd love for that to actually happen. When that is in the books, and I know when I'll be heading over to Utrecht, then at that point I will let the community know, and anybody that's interested, we can go ahead and set up a meeting day where we can sit down and game and stuff. That would be fun. Winston is my favorite. He's a very fun gorilla for good reasons. It was ripped off of our massive logo going. Obviously. Scoldier's the most. What are those banner symbols under the characters? Those are effectively just added on the more experience they get. So the less experienced ones, like Coco here, don't have a banner and only have like a couple of like pointy bits on their dial. Whereas a fully leveled up character not only has a fully filled up like blue ring, but then on top with like the little nodes and everything, but on top that has like full spike, like the full 6-pointed spike thing around it. The dial has a darker color gold and has the banner underneath. It's effectively just for the look. He don't light it. It also shinies every once in a while, as you can see. Ronicon 2020 confirmed? I mean, we'll see. He's a scientist. How dare you? You know what? He's a scientist with a serious anger issue. Genji was also ripped off? Yes. Make a new season. Hypes! Suki, to be perfectly honest, and is this the Suki I do know? That is definitely a thing that's been happening. Having a leaderboard reset with new seasons and everything else is definitely in the books. At this point, there are a lot of people who are interested in the idea, and although there's a lot of arguments against it as well, I think that it's necessary to keep the current player base happy, because otherwise you don't come up with a variety of games, or as many people that you play against. It'd be good to like do it once every 3 months, every 2 months, something like that. I'm taking like feedback on this one, so if you've got any feedback for me, please let me know. Okay, well, judging based off of what we got here, I could probably play Swiggins to be relatively happy about that one. This seems like a good plan to me. I'm so glad that sound is gone. My ears are thankful. Mine aren't. I miss that big angry gorilla man. But at the same time, yikes. Best skin, ESC Rocco, definitely up there. I think, though, that my favorite skin out of the bunch is definitely the Napoleon Voltar, and I'm going to go ahead and take credit for this one. That one's my fault. How do you play as the question mark robot? You click it, and then it randomly picks one for you that becomes the question mark robot. I thought I had a couple characters at higher level, never noticed them. I mean, you'll get that. The old Ray was crazy. The new Ray is still good. Like, the current Ray is still good. Shit, you're right. Yes. Very bold of you to put the camera in the top right. A real Ronimo member would put it at the bottom right to block the minimap, so it's harder for us to spot the misplays. Yeah! I'm a brave guy. I'm not just... Yeah! Just give me a second. I'm just gonna go into Discord, into the thing here, and just... you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and change this. That way I can go ahead and drag that all the way down here, and then block the minimap, and look at that! What are you talking about? It's been at the bottom right the whole time! What do you mean it's, what do you mean? What do you mean that it takes a brave man to do that? Look at me, I'm gonna be brave right now. See, I'll put it in the upper right like some sort of badass. Also, you guys might be noticing that it's a little bit smaller than it ought to be. Hold on a second. Transform, fit the screen, boom. The initial idea is that I thought that there was supposed to be a frame for all this, so I made it a little bit smaller to fit a frame. It's not what happened. We're up against Ulip, Ray, and Clark. Yikes! I think I need this immediately. Damage first. See what happens. Do a Spy Versiform? Maybe. It's not even a cool couch. You know what? My basement has to make do with what it's got, okay? I can only do so much. Bye. Nice try, Jokers. Oh, that's an exploding dinosaurs and everything bad. Oh, Scoop, baby. Oof, my HP. That's okay. Overall, good effort. Thank you, Scoop. I'll just stay in squirt gun mode for a minute. Thanks. Mr. Tickles, no. Jesus, how many freaking creeps did you have? Please heal me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's very kind of you. Alright, so long as we're defending, that's important. Oh, you were so dead, Scoop. You're not dead? Oof, your sins. That's okay. I'm invisible now? I missed that, and I'm a terrible person for it. Okay, we're doing alright, though. I missed you on YouTube. Also, can you ask Ronimo to update the PS4 and make crossplay with controller PC users? So crossplay is actually ridiculously hard to program overall. It's not an easy thing to do. That said, as far as the PS4 goes, right now, when it comes to development time, Ronimo's strapped. They just don't have any to spare. As a result, I don't expect anything to necessarily change on the PS4 for right now. And for that, I'm legitimately sorry. I can do nothing about that. Who's in there? Nothing. Cool. But, you know what? Steam is currently open and available, works really well, has all the updates up to date currently. There's something to be said for the computer, for PC Master Race at this point. And get roasted. You're so dead. So dead. What mic are you using? Sounds great. I currently have a Yeti, a blue Yeti. It's not the mic I absolutely want, but it's the mic I currently have, and it's good enough. It would be ideal, I think, if I got a mic with like a proper like mixing board and everything else, because I'm starting to get interested in that kind of stuff anyway. I think Wolf has a blue Yeti for a mic. That is correct. That ray was near full. The ray was relatively full, yes. Oh, come on down! Come on down to Paradise City! Boink! Get stuck. And then get roasted, because you're stuck. Oh, that was beautiful. I will steal that before you get it. Thank you very much. Get out of here. No! You leave my Voltar alone! That's right. We're doing well. We're doing well. We're doing well. Crossplay between two PCs is successfully hard enough. Yeah. That code is hard. Why isn't the game free to play on console, though? Excellent question. I think it has something to do with Sony's store requiring something at the time. I don't remember. I legitimately just don't remember. It was something. But as it stands right now, hey, the game's free to play on PC, and I highly recommend it on PC. Naturally, I mean, I'm here. I'm the community manager. I should hope that I'm rooting for my game at least a little bit. Oh, okay, that's gonna blow up a little bit. I'm gonna blow up. Nicely done. We actually killed the clunk somehow. I'll take it. Bounce upstairs. Okay. Look, one of these days I'm going to be able to land these kinds of shots. I'm going to go ahead and immediately take out the axe. Out comes the dinosaurs. Dodge to run away for a second. Stand here. Watch what happens. Well, you know what? Never mind that, then. I'm just going to grab that and recall it, so that way I got access to my grapple as soon as I get the chance. So that way I can run away like a wee baby when the time comes. Perfect! Boink! Yep. I just realized I missed streaming with you a lot more than I thought I did. Seraph, my dude, I think about you and as a good chunk of the time, actually. At least once every couple of days, I'm like, man, I wonder how those guys are doing. Boink! Get stuck! What the hell do you think you were doing, pal? Like, what on earth were you thinking? Mr. Pants! That was incredibly silly. Do not go behind the angry boy. Down from the seas into space, stretching his tentacles out, squirting them in your face. Hero is known for the phrase, I love my shit, nah, sorry I'm swearing. Oh my goodness. Clunk scared me. He scared me so bad. What do you think you're doing, Ray? Let me just toss the timer 50 million years behind them. Don't do that. It was very silly. Nice kill on the Draco, though. Well done. Killing the Voltar was a pretty big get there for them. Stretching his tentacles out, squirting them in your face. Swiggins is known for the phrase, I'll have my tea with cream. And so, shoot. I'm sorry. I literally cannot do any more than I already did. The most I can do right now is poke, but the clunk will just kill me. So I'm going to just bounce over here, go back to this, go back upstairs. I'll have my tea with cream if it's okay. Alright, Voltar, can you handle that for like 20 seconds? Yeah, nicely done. There's a clunk in there. Surprise. Poink. Oh, you got me. There goes that. So I don't actually have an ability to defend for the next 15 years. Other than Ink Shot, which is not where you want to be. I also have 800 solar. I should probably go home and spend that, but there's not been a good time for the last couple of seconds. Nicely done. Thank you. Voltar, you're the bomb. Smash that face. Breed it in the back of the face. We are still alive? Yeah, I know! I'm just terrible at communicating. You know how it is. No! Invisiclunk is bad news! It's not a good plan for anybody. Stay apart as much as you can. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and back off now. We're actually in an equilibrium now where I can sufficiently go back home and spend. Let's go ahead and spend. Damage, for sure. AoE must happen. After that, it's tempting to go for Pneumatic Spoon. So we're gonna go for Pneumatic Spoon bright and quickly. And then I've got enough money for one more upgrade. I don't know what to get yet. I'm gonna leave it alone. It's not that communication skills are an important aspect of community management. Yeah, you know what? You say that like I'm in charge of it or something. Wait a tick. Come on, Ray, try it. If anything, I'm gonna go right down here and just slurp all that up. No problem. Oh, that sucked. That sucked. I thought I had that down pat. Okay, that's on me. Pew, 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 pew. And you're dead. Give it a second or two, 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 give it a second or two. Boink! That's what good teammates do. They let the Voltar get the, Okay, top's dead. Unless if we can stop this clunk. No! Balls. I'm at least glad I didn't get bit there. That would have hurt. But, that's on me for letting him live there. That was definitely on me, 100%. No!
What did you expect? It's all salvaged.
Your top turret is taking permanent damage.
Our top turret is super dead, announcer. Oh, wait, the announcer's me! You still play on this on a regular basis, Wolf, or is this all muscle memory? I played semi-regularly-ish, and a lot of this is muscle memory, to be fair. So that's definitely a thing, too. Just got rejected by a friend for teaming for the tourney, not good enough for Shiro. Rude. Okay, bounce upstairs. Boingy, boingy.
So sorry.
Yoink! That's mine. Yeah, well done. No, not well done.
Knocking these kills out like clockwork.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Wham. Oh, you got me. Oh, you got me in the heart.
Line and sinker.
Now, I could have gone maybe heavier on that. I don't think it was wise, because we only have so much first.
Bottom turret is almost done.
Okay, bottom turret is done, but we've at least taken care of top as well. Balls. I really thought we had a chance there to save him. Alright, cool. So with them being pushed forward and everything, it is a good time for me to head back and spend. Let's go ahead and grab... Amplified damage. Cooldown. Cooldown reduction. Super tempting. Give me more ink shot. More ink damage. Where's the bucket? What do you mean the bucket? What bucket? Who bucket? What bucket when? Woof! Never mind! Well done! I got distracted. You yeeted in there good? I mean, I tried not to. Awesomenauts, will it be discontinued? No. We are still obviously keeping it up and running. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a Galactron. Without Galactron, there is no game. But we're keeping Galactron alive, so game. The thing is that we really do like this game. It's a good game. Our team is being absolutely demolished by the fact that we got team fought 30 times in a row already. We need a scoop to survive this fight, and we just can't. Yep, that's game. They got a good push off. That's all it took. Well done. I love all the references to Dadlifting before it was made. Pretty much. 2 years without updates and bug fixes. At least fix the bugs, please. You know, you're welcome to go and immediately go to the office and try to do this right now. But you're also not welcome at all, because if you did that, you'd be breaking quarantine, so don't. In all seriousness, that was a really good game. Yeah, it's fine. Just a warm-up game? No, that was just a good game. It was a good game. As it stands right now, buddy, the reason why there's been 2 years of without bug fixes and updates, and now there's a game being announced on Thursday, the reason why is because there's a correlation between the two. When a game takes all of your development time to do, you can't work on the other games. You can probably actually pinpoint the moment when this new game was starting to be developed just by taking a look at that. So, just keep that in mind. You told me in a game that you don't use your own announcer. That was a long time ago. Since then, I use only my own announcer. Alright, let's go again. Current queue time. Placing solar cubes. Next round in 5 minutes. Alright, take it easy, HRQ. Have a good one. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream while you've been here. They were working on fixing the random skin bug all this time? Yes, that's exactly it. How do you feel about handing over the keys to the players for updating the game in the form of character settings editor? Okay, so me personally, not speaking as a Ronimo representative, that sounds like it would be a really cool idea. Now, me speaking as a Ronimo guy, we like our game the way it is. It's not perfect, sure, but Awesomenauts has been like a flagship game for who knows how long, and it's still something that we like to keep our pulse on and like to keep around. It's not that we don't want the community to have input. Obviously we do. There's a reason why several of the knots are community designed, specifically Swiggins and Ix. But there's also a lot to be said for just keeping it where it is right now and making sure that the quality of the game is reflective of what, you know, of what Ronimo was at the time. And then another part of it is, like, it's not dead. Like, the game itself is still very much, like, alive. It still works, it still matchmakes, it still blasts, it still pews, it's still everything. We can't develop time on it right now, but to hand over the development keys to somebody else right now would be... I don't think that it's something that they could do. It's such an integral part of the company right now that it'd be impossible to get rid of. The developers still play the game, so I don't think that that's going to happen anytime soon, Tolkien. And then from a player perspective, I can get that myself. If anything, I like the game as it is too. And if it starts becoming like certain people develop the game, then it ends up becoming, you know, crazy. Here's the other thing, though. You can kind of already do that. It's not able to do it in, like, the ladder settings, but if you play custom matches specifically, you can change everything. You can turn off XP. You can change the solar gain rate. You can do a whole bunch of stuff like that. You can't make your own items, but you can certainly jank them into existence. It's not a perfect solution, but the custom matches do allow for a lot of flexibility if you're willing to spend some time creating the settings yourself. And if you want to create maps and all that stuff, you can definitely do that. So there's definitely options there. The custom map maker is fantastic. Old SlowWolf would have handed over the keys. New SlowWolf has been corrupted by capitalism. Old SlowWolf probably would not have wanted the keys for himself, and new SlowWolf does not want the keys either. My first custom map was met with such disdain that I can only imagine that it would be a bad time. I'm in the weird position where, as me, I have had a lot of ability to be critical of Awesomenauts. A lot of time to be critical of Swords and Soldiers 2. And I make no mistake. Like, I don't think that, at least I hope, that I'm not going to be reprimanded for continuing to do that. I think that being able to be honest is a part of the job, too. So if something messes up or something, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and agree with you on those ones. But I've never been in a position where I can actually, like, make a game. I have no real idea what it's like to make a game. I make content. I write words. And occasionally, I make content critiquing other people's work. To quote Ratatouille, we find ourselves in a very privileged position to be able, like, to paraphrase Ratatouille. The critics, like myself, kind of put ourselves in a position that is easy. You know? We write about things and it can be fun and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, there comes a time when you have to kind of realize, hey, you know, this job is way easier than it looks. So, I think that as long as I'm working here, that I still will be able to do that. But I think that even if I work here for a long time, I would not be able to actually develop the game, so I don't want the keys. If somebody else wants the keys, they can go in and petition Ronimo Games for them. I don't want the keys. I like Awesomenauts as it is. Sword Neil, so he can mod as well. You know what? That's a fair point. I can do all kinds of things for Neil. Apparently, I can't just one-click mod him. I can block him. I can add him as a friend. I can pop out his chats specifically with his 142 messages. Report Neil. I can quick whisper Neil, and I can time him out. I can straight up ban Neil. But I can't mod him. I'll have to actually type it in. Hold on. I can do this. I can do this. /mod. Hold on, I need to see his name so that I can actually type it in because I don't remember it off the top of my head. Neil, where's your name? RCC, Vic Taco Bell. Neil _93. Thank you. _93. Boom. Fake Neil? What do you mean, fake Neil? Rip Dennis? I'd give Dennis a mod. Okay, so in this game, we got Smiles and a Nibs. We need range something. Genji would actually be an okay pickup, but I could see myself messing it up too often. I think Rocket would be a good pickup here, just so that way I can add some damage to the pile and not die. There's no way I can screw this up. Play Yuri? No. Swiggins is the best character. I agree Swiggins is great. I don't think he's the best character, though. Froggy? Nah, it's not the right idea. Save me? Dan, how am I supposed to save you? Wait, are you on my team? You're not on my team. Challenge and deaths and everything else? Okay, cool. So, at this point, I should probably turn on chat in-game so that people can talk to me. But I've forgotten to do that so many times. Fine. Okay, in-game chat, let's go. Grrr! There's Nibs RP. Oh, boy. Let's go ahead and get started. First things first, I think Regen's always a good pick. Allows Rocket to play really aggressive. But I think I'm just going to go for one rank and save the rest of the money for later. No way I can screw this up. You know what, Leadfire? Stop it. You're cursing me harder than everybody else is cursing so far. Jesus. Nice! Thank you, Nibs. Oh, thank you, Nibs! Your sacrifice has not been in vain.
That must have felt good.
That was not only lucky, but excellent. I got 2. Well done. Well done, Nibs. I'm very proud of you. Congratulations. My job on this level will be to get the solar boss, like, regularly, if I can. I really thought that was all gonna hit. I thought that burst was good. I thought that the burst was good, and in fact, I was wrong. Burn, chiclets, burn. Boink. Bounce upstairs, drop that in there in the bush. Okay, keep blasting. I can't see. I hit something in there. I'm not sure what, but I hit something. Okay, I'm probably gonna go home and spend now at this point. Just kidding, you're the best lad. No, I'm not in your game. Dan? That's correct. Soulful lose because he's playing an honest knot. What do you mean an honest knot? Awesomenauts belongs to Froggy and Dirt. Look, Awesomenauts is an excellent game, but does not belong to any two knots. Nope, never mind. Balls and tarnation. This frog had my number. That sucks. I had that going, and for some strange reason, like, they knew. They knew. That's really not good luck at all. Well, it's not even good luck. They knew it and they were smart about it. But the problem is that I couldn't get my teammates to... Like, my teammates were not there to, like, zone them out, and I was obviously on my own. Like, they're a team that's going to be paying attention to that kind of thing, obviously, and apparently. So, keep that in mind, I guess.
Launching my next idea.
Boink, mine. Boink, mine.
Don't mess with us.
Okay, he's already got the double, on there. Yeah, very good, Nibs. I'm with you on this one. Okay. So they've been having a really good time with us right now. We keep being just like an inch off of where we need to be in terms of like damage, in terms of a lot of things. And that solar boss should not have died the way that it did. Oof. Stream snipers? Is that who they are? Oh, wait! Right. That's exactly what I signed up for, wasn't it? Neither of us could snipe Wolf. Don't worry, there's other stream snipers. Rocket's abilities are too honest. Let the dishonesty corrupt you. What do you mean by dishonest? Yikes, I'm always caught up in all that stuff. I have to go back home again. Okay, I need damage at this point, though, is the big problem. I need damage badly. You know what? At least this way I can get damage out that isn't necessarily gonna involve me needing to stick around.
Your bottom turret is under attack.
Boom. Thanks. I hate everything about this right now so much. Okay, at least I landed the world's easiest to land rocket in the game. That's good. Okay, I want to go after the solar boss. I do, but like... I hate everything about this. Like, they're all over our jungle. Get the heck out! I don't want this! I want this so little right now, folks. Hello, how's it going, Matthias? Hey, it's a long time since I've seen that name.
Blast. Laser trap. Launching my next
This time I got him.
Light my laser.
Oh,
I've got bad news.
no, Nibs! I loved you once. Oh, no.
Don't mess with us. Light my laser. Boom.
I'm thinking, like, honestly, the range upgrade on rockets might not be a terrible idea. I know that it impacts my burst, which is, like, the only thing rocket's good for, but...
Laser trap. Launching my next idea. Boom.
Hey, Ayla, how's it going? Wow! Insta-death! Okay, so he went for double seahorse head first, then bag full of goldfish and chrome file. That's an interesting build idea. I could see that really working. I need to give that a shot the next time I play Vinny. That's actually super cool. No better way to assert dominance over your lower ranked friends. I mean, that's pretty much what's happening right now. They want to give you 50 deaths? Well, I got one. They're welcome to keep trying.
Alright, we need some stuff to build a tank.
I'm flattered? I don't know. I've got a weird memory when it comes to names. Sometimes I remember them well, other times I don't. What? I was 50 million years backwards. How? Okay, so they're focusing on me? Is that what's happening? How does it feel to have yourself commenting your match? Fine. I've gotten used to the cringe. The cringe is over now. Ronimo games, how many hours do you have? So, how many hours do I have? At least 3,200, 3,300 almost? You feeling good about this game, SlowWolf? Good to see you. About this game right now, this game that I'm in, currently playing at the moment, this match? No. Currently, it's a very tense and very rough situation for me specifically. I feel like I'm getting picked on. But, me being picked on aside, you know, it's good. Like, it is a little bit nuts, actually.
Volley incoming.
Like, anytime I'm there, they're around. How did I miss? Thank you, Nibs. Thank God. But, you know, that's gonna happen. I'm playing as the community manager here. It's gonna happen. Like, this is what Neil had to go through, what Kuhn had to go through, what Robin had to go through. This has always been the case. This is as it is and how it always will be. And there's nothing I can do about it. Now, the good news is that we're actually kind of ahead in terms of turrets, at least, so that's nice.
Defend.
Defend? Okay, I can do that. I can defend. I can defend for a little. It's fine. Let's just try not to die in the process. Surprised they got no kills. It's fine. Yikes! What the heck? Okay! You're picking at anyway. 200, okay, that explains that. And 200 there. Okay, that explains that. Jeez! You took a shot for your team so they could go in and handle it? I mean, I guess so. Good luck with your game, SlowWolf. Feel free to DM me if there's anything you want help with. Thanks, Neil. I appreciate it. I will probably ask you for some advice. Wolfgate good? They are literally looking for me. So I need to play super safe. Is it possible to replace Smile's theme song with Never Smile at a Crocodile in game files? Yes, actually. That is possible. Just waiting for it. So he's got R-Base specifically to deal with me. That's cool. Cool. At this point, I'm just baiting. Like... Thanks. Thanks.
She's left.
Launching my next idea.
I'm stuck in the mud.
And I insta-died. Yeah, main focus just a little bit here. That said, it's a smart tactical decision because I'm relatively easy to kill compared to the other two. I need to play smarter to make up for it. So how do I do that? We need to think about this one carefully. Boots would be actually legitimately helpful with the extra movement speed to maybe get out of range of certain things. The other thing is to just stay safe. So I'm thinking... I'm going to do the same thing I normally do with Rocco, actually, and pick up the range upgrade. I'm hoping that that actually helps, but I need to stop dying right now. The SlowWolf name has put a target on your chest? That's not it. The streaming for a crowd of 100 people has put a target on my chest. So at this point, I literally just need to sit back. The best thing I can do for my team is not get out there. Just don't go out there anymore. Because that's literally what they're doing. They are focusing on that very specifically in this current game. It feels like, and it really feels like. Oh, and now I'm reconnecting. Excellent. And there's not really much I can do about that. So long as I don't die, that's the important bit. So that means I'm staying really far back. And I am just doing my best not to go anywhere near a line that could be considered the front one. The instant I stop dying is the instant they stop getting free kills, effectively. And if there's one thing Rocket can do, he can kind of sit back and take it real easy overall. Death to Nibs is bad. Death to Nibs is very bad.
They're invading a swamp.
Blast. Just rockets.
We got to defend the marshes.
Laser trap. Your top turret is under attack. Barrage underway.
So he's got an invis on his cloud now too. Excellent. Like, right, he's got R-Bait. Do not shoot him. Do not shoot Frog. Lesson learned.
Don't mess with us. Laser trap.
Frog is a huge mistake to shoot. So just don't do it.
Your top turret is under attack.
I don't know what to tell you. This is incredible.
Launching my next idea.
I think I need to play Rocket every game. Because otherwise I will just die. Like, I can't go anywhere near the front lines. I'm a liability.
Light my laser.
I can at least do that for my team once in a while. Oh, he's invisible. He's around. He's around. What's up, Frog? And I'm dead. Nothing I can do about that one. Maybe we get the kill in return? Thank you. Oh, please? Please? No? Okay, that's fine. Be careful of that Vinny. Be careful of the Vinny. Please. Okay, so now what do we need? Actual damage would be good now. We are lacking actual damage. Handing out timeouts left and right. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Keep your chin up, king of your crown. You're slipping. My crown is not slipping. I never had a crown in the first place. What I do have is tactical knowledge. And at this point, I've died 5 times. It's because they're focusing me. It happens. There's not much I can do about that other than just play super cagey. Currently, if I'm playing cagey, my team seems to be doing better because the enemy team stops being effective. Thank you. I'll go ahead and take my first kill of the game. Oh, thank God. Bye, Frog. Oof. That's all bad news. Okay. Slowing effect. Hyper tempting, actually. You meanie face? Well done, Nibs. Oh God, that was a terrible pun. That's cringe. Your bottom turret went bottoms up. Good Lord, Wolf, what were you thinking? Okay, bounce upstairs. Yeah, so now they're taking turrets, which they need to be doing. And now they got 2 rocket droids on us. So this is going to be a time where we need to play extremely defensive. If we can play extremely defensive, we can be okay. But we do need to play super safe over the next couple of... Oh, jeez. Get blasted, thank you. Seriously! It's obsessive! Go over here, blast them. Bounce back upstairs. And we're going to let Regen do a lot of the work right now, because if we don't, then we're going to have a bad time. Nothing I can do about that solar boss. Real SlowWolf? Yeah, unfortunately. I don't know how else to say that, but that's just, it is what it is. So for 50 deaths, currently they are only 1/10 of the way through. They needed a Leon if they wanted to give you 50? Maybe. Maybe. Careful, Nibs. A little bit much. That's okay. Boink.
Boom! Light my laser. Fire at will.
The enemy team is making a dent in your top turret.
I'm trying to avoid the ground when I can here, just to make sure that the Vinny doesn't get his double spikes off on me as easily as he could. But really, I am a liability to the team. I've died too many times already. If we can turn this around, I'd be impressed. We should lose.
I've got bad news. Your friend died.
And when that happens...
The enemy team is making a top turret. Knocking these kills out like clockwork. Your top turret.
Jesus.
Don't mess with us. Just rockets.
Your top turret.
Your mom is so fast.
no, you're not medium speed wolf. Lead fire, I don't know what to tell you.
That must have felt good.
SlowWolf week 1. I love the community. Week 10. I am the manager, god damn it! Yeah, no, it's probably gonna happen. I'm putting at least $10 on that being the thing that happens. Nothing I can do. 6 deaths! 6!
The plan calls for lots of sake.
Oh my god. Challenge deaths 50. Oh, god damn it, of course. Alright, well, you're 6 kills in, boys. And I promise you, I will eventually just let it happen. I do understand when a game is lost. So at this point, we're still ahead in terms of turrets. We are behind in terms of levels. We should have lost maybe 8 minutes ago. Yeah, okay. Just don't leave base. That was bad luck. But
The enemy team is making it.
really, you said woof when you were in danger? Yeah, no, it actually happens. Blame my grandma. She used to say woof all the time. I picked up on it.
2, 1. Alright, what's the plan here?
Look at that game face. I should probably lose the game face at this point. An enemy taunts you? Happens all the time. Levels literally swing in one good team fight. True, but at the same time, they're not leaving the base unless if I leave the base. Like, I'm literally just going to stand here now, and they aren't going to push. They don't want to push. And I am, now as a community manager, shackled to this moment. Until they actually decide to grow the nuts necessary to end the game. That's right, I called them out as the community manager. Didn't I say that I'd call people out if I had to? I'll do it to Ronimo too, but like... What is this? What is this bad-mannered gameplay? Lol, you wipe them and you win? I mean, maybe, but like... It still requires me not leaving the base. If I leave, they literally focus me down as hard as possible. It's pretty incredible, had that been a snare. I'll just stand here, it's fine. It's okay. Then don't kill the droids. I will kill the droids as much as I like, thank you very much. But like, if they're focusing on me to get me a bunch of deaths, then I'm just literally gonna sit here. That's the smart move. They should have won 5 minutes ago. Easily. Well, I hope you're enjoying the game, guys. I certainly am. You know, good news is... The good news is, at the very least... Nice. The good news is, at the very least... You know what? It could be worse.
I'll take it.
You need to be the bait. I am the bait. I literally just have to poke my head out for 2 seconds, and out comes, you know, pain and suffering. But it's the correct tactical decision to make, so... At this point, as long as I can see the Vinny on the screen... Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, we're dead. Nothing I can do about it!
With an enemy dead, this team has the power play. 5, 4,
I'll take it.
3,
He died to the...
1.
Oh, dying to the solar boss. Top tier. Noise. Oh, Wolf, if I get on your team, will you play Skull for me? I guess I could try. Maybe they're going for awesome? Nah. They keep dying too much. But, like, you know, it's an option. Give me the rocket damage, just in case. I could kill ourselves, thanks to RB with it, but, you know, whatever. Alright, and then I sit back here, and I wait. Yep. Hey, Deaths. How's it going? By the way, you know, it's worth remembering that I actually have a... You know, I'm a dev now. It's an abuse of power, but I swear, if somebody does this to me too much, I I will ban you. Oh man, I wish that I could get away with saying that without being a complete douche noggin for it.
A cunning plan.
Cunning plan! The game's still being developed. So, the game... Oh, shoot. The game is no longer being actively developed. It is being held in maintenance mode at the moment in an effort to try to keep the game running, but in order to maximize the dev time that the Ronimo people are putting into as much of, as possible anyway, their new game. Their new game is their priority right now. And as a result, they're putting all their dev time into that as often as they can.
Alright, we need some stuff to build a tank.
Alright, boys, are you going to go ahead and push? That Vinny does too much damage. That is literally his entire job. Yeah.
Just rockets.
Right now, I can't really leave the core now. And then at a certain point, I won't be able to leave here. But today's not that day.
Precision.
All right, well now's that time.
Turret's been blown to smithereens. Someone save the
Real good.
laser trap.
Sizzling.
Boom.
The base is under attack.
I'm doing all I can, game. Nicely done, Nibs.
Barrage underway. Kapow.
Okay, if I'm being honest,
Just rockets.
this was a situation where we could have turned it around,
Don't mess with
but that's not happening. Now finish base. 2 versus potentially 3 in a second. It's not happening. I died way too quickly.
us.
It's literally just one of the problems with Rocket. He's an okay character. In the hands of some people, he is excellent. In this particular game, it's not a good character. So we need Nibs to come down, because Nibs is actually really good at doing damage. I'm not. Outstanding move.
Someone save the base.
Boom. Rockets. Load of
I missed. I feel like an idiot. That was such an easy kill, too. Oh!
light my laser. Don't mess with us.
I know that the base is under attack. What do you want?
Boom. Laser trap. Let recoil. Blast. Yowza.
Well, that was unfortunate.
Nuts.
Sound
Gotcha!
ahoy.
That must have felt good.
Light my laser.
And then I died. Well, they got up to 9 deaths, so it's, less than they would have liked, to be fair. But, yeah, that's game.
Meet my fishy friend.
I should think. Yeah, there's the other wave. It should be game in a second.
4, 3.
Base is on fire, not in a good way? Yeah, that's a good point. A player after my own heart. You really need a discreet Lone Star Jimmy here for pinning the enemy down? Well, the problem is that, like, I'm playing Rocket, and they just had a lot of characters. They literally focused on killing me the entire game. Are you supposed to wait for all 3 missiles when playing Rocket? Depends. If you're going for the load up Rocket, like the increased, I think it's like the MRI or something. I forget what the upgrade's called. I'll have to look. If you're going for the Liquid MRE, there we go, Liquid MRE, then yes. It is faster DPS to wait for it to charge and then launch. If you go for any other version of Rocket, you hold down left click. That backdoor was rough. That backdoor wasn't so much rough as it was just what it was. Oh, that game was incredibly silly. Now, mind you, for 50 deaths, it's a little shy, guys. You're gonna have to work a little bit harder. You have to get up a little bit earlier in the morning if you want to pick on me that hard with 3 incredibly high DPS knots. Okay, we got one more game in me before I go off and do other things today. I do have to work at some point today. So. Alright, and queue time is 4 minutes and a half. F's in chat for SlowWolf. Look, I am never going to win games as long as I'm on this stream. It's never going to happen. I'm not a good enough player to make that happen. This doesn't work. It is and it isn't. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff I need to do. To do Inside Baseball, like to speak about Inside Baseball for a second, I still need to go ahead and make sure that the YouTube channel is something I can access and mess around with. There are a lot of other things I need to get done in terms of like project plans. Like I'm planning on getting together an Instagram account to promote artwork for like fan art for the games, to promote new parts of the games in themselves in terms of art. And assets and all that stuff. I need to go ahead and make sure that I've got a good plan in place for Twitch. Apparently Mixer's a thing? There's lots of stuff I need to plan out. I also need to make sure that the schedule for Twitch is up and running, so we have a regular streaming show that I'll be in charge of. I also need to make sure that we've got channel points at the very least, so you guys can ask questions and do all that stuff, can queue up. So you have enough, if you have enough points, you can go ahead and enter a queue. That'd be good. Yeah, what can you tell us about the new game? It depends on what you ask, but so far here are the things that I know have been confirmed. 1, Sonic Picnic is working on the music for the game. 2, that the game is a new IP, so it's got no Awesomenauts in it and no Swords and Soldiers in it. It is his brand own new thing. Does Mixer get good views? I don't know. That's research I have to do. It's more behind-the-scenes work I need to get done. Do you have a date to publish news of Awesomenauts? Every day I'm going to be on Twitch, every day, on Twitter, every day I'm going to be in Discord, every day I'm going to be on Facebook. Those 3 I know for a fact. I also know that I want to be on other websites as well. So, he confirmed it's multiplayer too. Yes, that's true. Are any Easter eggs relating to Awesomenauts? No, Wolf. Is it co-op? I cannot give you an answer on that one. Any estimates on what? Yes, those are also confirmed, RP. It is going to be available on Steam, and you will be able to play on controller or mouse and keyboard, your choice. In fact, I can tell you right now that you can swap between the two at any moment, and it works well as well. There actually are some times where I prefer mouse and keyboard, and other times where I prefer controller. So. What about Discord? I'm on Discord every day as well. Yes. Is it anti-co-op? That's not a word. Will the RoboScoop giveaways resume? Yes. Next week I hope to have RoboScoop skins and other skins giveaway. I hope to have promise to have raffle site up and running by the next big stream that we do like this. So, keep that in mind. Community streams will be back to their full-on streamy show goodness like they were back under Neil's control. It should be a fun time. We will have the raffle site! But I'm also going to need to go ahead and see if I can't add my own flair to it. It's time to make my mark as the slowest of wolves. On release date. Thursday, you'll have answers. How many letters is in the title? Count the number of question marks. What is the first level of the title of the game? Cannot give. Will it be leaderboards? Cannot say. Is there an endgame? Cannot tell. That wolf participates on the wolf and ram it all. Hey! Dan, rude! And also completely inconsequential to this stream. Knew it? Great. I'm glad that clue at least made it through. Does the new game have vehicles or mount? Cannot comment. You must ask... I have a limited set of responses. You must ask the right questions. I was right. It's called Apocalyptic. Are there humans in the new game? I do not know the answer. I cannot answer that question. Will it have boss fights? I cannot answer that question. You get so mad at me. Dan, it's only because I care. I know, right? No one cared about my delicious recipe. RP, rude. You get so mad at me all the time. I do not get mad at you all the time, only sometimes. And let's not make this about you and me right now, Dan. This is about everybody else. Owl Shall. Will there be a Knot skin as a part of buying it like the Voltar and Scoop skins? That I legitimately don't know. Will it be early access game? I cannot say. It's called... Amalgamates. Amalgamates. Kickstarter? Can't say. I do not know the answer. Oh, so the truth comes out. That's why he won't tell us anything. If I don't know the answer, I will legitimately tell you that I don't know the answer. But if I can't give an answer, then I'll tell you to ask a different question. Alright, so we know based off of what other people have been doing to me this entire time, also hi Clement, that they will go ahead and pick whatever they need to just kill me repeatedly. Kill me? Why? I would rather not. I dare you to random. I'm very tempted to random. You know that. You know that I know that. Screw it.
I'm an old man, but I bite.
Hey, it looks like one of the 5 other people that played Jimmy is on your team. Truth. Truth. Pick last second. Tried. Deadlift can't be killed. Good answer. Deadlift is good too. Oh, it would be. Oh boy, save me? No, there's no need to save. It's fine. I'm good with this guy. So Robbie. Oh jeez. Ted, Leon, and X. Alright, that's a team alright. We are on the blue team. So we are slightly less well matched against them, apparently. That's fine. Ulip is one of my characters that I really enjoy. I think he's a lot of fun. Real SlowWolf. Check twitch.tv/Ronimo Games and you tell me. Let's go. So the first upgrade I get on this guy all the time is to make sure that you get the anti-grav ball. The anti-gravity ball is the most important upgrade you could get. Yoink. Because it increases your dinosaurs and stuff. Good luck, have fun. I'll type as soon as I'm not invisible. Game Boy Color port would be great. Oh man. Just get all the cartridges out there. Zony Dinos it is.
I can adjust that spine if you'd like.
Thank you. Alright, now I'm going to go for aggro dinos, just in case if somebody shows up. You might have tongued me, Leon. But, I'm not sure if that was worth it, though. Okay, we're going to bounce upstairs now, and we're just going to get ready to go ahead and toss out a gripping gaze to the timer. Oh, hold on. Oh, I really wanted to help with that, if I'm being completely honest with you. That was weird. That was a very odd engagement. We could have done that a lot better. Nicely done, Clement. You absolute boss. Okay, Clunk with the invis. Dope as heck. Go downstairs, smack that once, get this aggro dino up and running. Boink! Nicely done, boys. Alright, you guys push bottom. I'm going to go up top for a second. Because then I can keep this push going really, really, really hard for a while. Just keep repairing the droid, keep repairing the droid, keep repairing the droid, keep repairing the droid. Now smack this thing up. And repairing the droid. Huge. Okay, this is about to become very short-lived. Or is it? Oh my god! Just run. Zony Dinos while you're at it. Okay, this is going well. I just ate everything. I'm sorry, Clunk. They'll be back soon, though. Makes anybody feel any better. Paying attention to stream and I died? Lel? Yeah, well, you know what? That's up on you. Well, that's not going to be helpful. Zony Dinos it is. Okay, I'm going to head on home now. I've got 410 solar to spend. They've got that. They either have that or they don't. I'm going to go ahead and pick up 2 things. Walking Fridge, super important, and remote-controlled Whisk, excellent and super important, then Overdrive Gear. We're going for Overdrive Gear hard now at this point, because that's going to reduce the cooldown of dinosaurs, and it's going to increase the uptime of dinosaurs by so much more than it ought to be. It also allows you to do your Gripping Gaze more often, which is arguably one of the most powerful abilities in the game. So... run. Zony Dinos.
How's this for chaos theory?
The enemy team is making a dent
Okay.
in your bottom turret.
Smash, smash. Go down here. Smash, smash, smash. Repair. Donk, donk, donk. Put out some Zony Dinos. Nice.
That's my
Aggro dinos, maybe that'll turn into something. Okay, keep repairing this boy here. Excellently done. Okay, now at this point I need to be a little careful with Leon being dead. I can go ahead and be a bit aggressive. But if I go too aggressive, I'll just straight up die. You know, I really hoped he was gonna... Okay, you know what? And I'm dead. Alright, that was on me. If I had been smart, I would have not done what I did there. And instead, jumped backwards while tossing out dinosaurs. That would have made it a little bit more difficult for Leon to do anything. Awesomenauts Game Boy Color port, that would be dope. Jimmy's a lot of fun, to be honest, but the voice. I love Jimmy, actually, as a total package. I thought he was pretty sweet. Jimmy and Amy are fun. Wolf is out of my league. Damn, not true. Awesomenauts is actually made by Vlambeer, pretty sure. You'd have to ask them. I don't know. I have no idea if that's actually the answer. Also, good kill, Clunk. That was excellent. Put out some Zony dinos. 2, 1. Okay, Zony dinos again. Silence. He's got silence. Alright, I'm going to be sorely tempted to pick up Baby Curry Mammoth to deal with that, but that's maybe not entirely necessary.
Stunned by my genius, I see. I'm telling you, science beats evolution.
Alright, Zony dinos, do your thing.
If all fails, try hitting it.
Okay, get ready to use Gaze as soon as the opportunity comes up. Okay, I'm doing aggro dinos here, so that way when they bounce back... Thanks, I guess.
Smack dab in the middle. Dino disaster.
I'm super dead. I'm not dead, holy shit.
Go, go,
Red team is paid actors? Lame. How do you know? Well, let's go ahead and go for... Give me Dino Poop.
trinket for everything.
It's not a lot of extra HP, but it is some.
Blast from the past.
That must have felt good. And here's the killing spree coming out.
Nicely done, Clunk.
Choo, my pretties.
Okay, there's no point to using the dinosaurs when I did there, really. That was a waste. Okay.
Dino disaster. Well, my third eye sees.
Okay, that'll go ahead and munch through that little line of people there. That's fine. Keep pushing. I am a character that relies on their cooldowns, so if I don't have cooldowns, then I'm useless. It's better to just push at that point. We need... is our Clunk okay? Clunk is fine. Clunk is fine, actually.
Adjust that spine if you'd like.
Zony dinos.
I'm telling you, science beats evolution.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh. Bad timing, my friend. Okay, now there's just an X left alive. Just go ahead and bully him a little bit out of the lane. Bounce upstairs. Put out some Zony dinos. Get some HP back. Go up here. Keep repairing our droids while smacking them. Like, Ulip is... You cannot leave him alone. Heals for everybody involved. Aggro dinos. It's not going to be useful in this case. Gotcha. Okay, Zony dinos again. Okay, repair this drone up as much as we can. Now, there's a chance we could get hurt, so I'm going to go ahead and toss out dinos now, so we got HP packs to sit on. Thank you. All worth. Thanks for typing. Oh. That was excellent timing there, Clunk. I appreciate that a great deal. Not! That was upsetting. That was extremely upsetting. Oh my god. god, okay, definitely not butter. We need the stun duration. That's a good idea. Oh, good grief. Okay. Aggro Dinos, help push the wave a little bit faster, please. Thank you. I have not needed the heal on the left click this game, which is actually a really neat thing. Keep repairing, keep repairing, keep repairing, keep repairing, keep repairing. Put out the Zony Dinos at this point to protect me a little bit. Mildly Zony. Oh, that's bad. Sweet. Zony Dinos just in case. Alright, fine, I'll run away like a wee baby. It's fine, it's okay. Steal this while I'm at it. Slowly going crazy, always. I get away with typing all the time. You'll get better at it. I'm not the one who was typing! It was the other guy who was typing and then got me killed. Oh, no you don't.
Here's what a concoction looks like. Multi-wrench! Off you go.
Okay, I'm trying to stack the dinosaurs at this point so I got the maximum amount of HP packs I can walk on at a time. Zony Dinos. Oh, that one dinosaur went the wrong way, I think, but that's okay.
Yes, I see. If all fails, try hitting it. Blast from the past. What do you know?
Oh, this is gonna suck. Okay, stick next to Clement. No, I guessed the wrong way! Well done, Stumposaurus. You dodged me, but at what incredible cost. No! Clement! I had him! How is this balanced? Our Ted was fighting with a water gun. I'm keeping that one. Our Ted was fighting with a water gun. Oh my god. Tell that to Frog. So, okay. Did I do anything? Sorta. I cleared some lanes, I got a lot of turret damage, and I got some experience. I got a couple of good clutch CCs, and I didn't die very much this game. So that's all good. Poor Ted, though. Yeah, I mean, he had some damage. He got grenades. And then stealthy ninja weapons. It's the wrong damage. He should have gone for the burst damage if you wanted to go for that, but that worked out a lot better. Alright. At this point, those some good nuts. Some good nuts. But I have to get back to work now. It's something I've got to do. Oh, jeez. So at this point, I'd like to go ahead and thank everybody for coming by and checking things out. I'll go ahead and take questions for like a little while longer. If you guys would like to go ahead and ask me some questions, now would be the time. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and call it off the next little bit. I must go. My planet needs me. No, my planet does not need me right now. My planet needs me to stay inside. No Skull. Not this time. Not this time. But I will go ahead and have it so that way we have Skoldir somethings. Maybe on Saturdays or something I'll go ahead and put together an afternoon stream and do Skoldir Saturdays. But I don't get paid to work on Saturdays. So that would be entirely voluntary. Okay, so favorite pizza topping. Oh, tough. Very tough. All of my answers are unpopular. I like anchovies. I like pineapple. Not on the same pizza, mind you. But I do like pineapple. I think it's anchovies. Any hints as to what kind of theme the new IP will be? I can't give any, but there are clues in the art, and that should give you some idea. Will you still play games like Bumbo now that you work for Ronimo? Yes, absolutely. I love Bumbo, still do. I still need to complete it. Actually, it's one of those games that I'm like so close to getting 100% completion. It's like that close. I should get back into that because I do have a bit of a missing bit. Ding Dong Bell, shame. Don't shame me, Jen. That's too much. It's too much. Alright, I'll take 3 more questions. Might the new IP need a kickstart? I don't think so. But as it stands right now, I don't know. I'm not a part of the marketing team nor the business side of things. I don't know yet. I'll let you know if anything changes on that front. And if there are no more questions, okay, when are you going to be an Awesomenauts character? Probably never. And what's your favorite not skin? Ooh. Tough call? Really tough call. Okay, you know what? In terms of overall, like, I always use these skins. Deadlift Barbarian skin is up there. I always use the Desperado Penny skin. I always use Captain McPain. Nyariachi is the best Gnaw costume. Expendables Clunk is the best Clunk costume. Napoleon Voltar, I think, takes the cake. Again, little bit of vanity here. I think that I'm the one that planted the idea in their head about Voltar Bonaparte. Thanks to my true facts about the Voltar video, which is not good in hindsight, but whatever. It is what it is. Alright. And, what are you fidgeting with? Dice! I've got a serious dice problem. And then finally, are you constipated? No. Are those streams being uploaded to Ronimo YouTube? Yes, that's the plan. Titanium 10 and Wraithlord Scoop are both very good. If you could remove one knot, what would it be? Probably Yuri, actually. Why was Nibs created? Because Nibs was a cute idea, and why the heck not? So, for now, thanks for watching. Hope you folks enjoyed yourselves. If you did, be sure to let me know. I'm on Discord. I'm on Twitter. Both at SlowWolf and at Ronimo Games will get you to me in some way, shape, or form. Check out the Ronimo Discord. I'll be there every day. And then, as a bit of a self-plug, if you want to go ahead and see me specifically, you can go ahead and talk to me by directly messaging me, talking to me on Twitter, and I also do my own streams and such when I've got time. But, for right now, if you need to get to me, Twitter, Discord, Facebook, all those places where a community manager ought to be, I'm on there. So, check those places out. We should be back next week. I'll go ahead and make another announcement like this, and once I've got a schedule, I'll announce that as well. That's it, really, from me, for today. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate it a great deal. This is my first big official stream, so nice. And I'll see you guys next time. This has been a blast. Oh, and yeah, Rampant Speculation. Thursday. Keep in mind, Thursday, we're doing the big reveal for everything. So please keep your eyes peeled for when that reveal is happening. I am super excited to talk about this new thing. I want your speculation. I want your speculation. I want your speculation.